China looks to be on the offensive. As they talk about the weak military in Australia, they'll be the first to go. And of course, Taiwan. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, May the 30th, Memorial Day weekend. And of course, a special thank you goes out to all of the military, active, retired, and of course, the families of those who have lost their lives defending our country. Obviously, if it wasn't for you, I couldn't do what I do. So I thank you, I salute you, and wish you a happy Memorial Day. Obviously, always a bittersweet day, but we do have to celebrate our fallen veterans for sure, as we should celebrate everybody in the military. But again, I thank you. I can't, obviously, it allows us to live a free life, and thank you. In the meantime, okay, as we get into the world of business, and, you know, we've got some crazy things happening. And, you know, we can start with China, who seems to be on the attack. And of course, there's the special forces are urging President Biden to start to deploy troops into Taiwan, knowing that China is on the attack there. And of course, whether or not President Biden will do it, I don't know. We're obviously have been weakened dramatically with President Biden, with the entire administration. Just witness what's going on around the globe. Okay, so we have weakened ourselves as a country financially and physically and just about every other way. So whether or not, I don't know what Biden will do, but that is the story. And of course, China says that Australia is extremely weak, and they will be the first to be attacked when things start to happen. And actually, their military is very weak. But, we'll see, where it goes from here. But you can see that China is on the attack. And just to finish off with what's going on there, of course, there's been a genetic fingerprint of the virus, of the coronavirus, or corona, whatever it's COVID, excuse me. And as we have said all along from the beginning, it was a manufactured virus, almost the same as chemical warfare. And of course, that is proving out to be factual. The genetic fingerprints proves that COVID-19 was man-made. And so it didn't come from the markets. It didn't come from anywhere but China, who is using a form of chemical warfare. Now, again, you can take that for what it's worth. You can believe it or not believe it, but this is not, the person you love to hate, President Trump, saying it. This is a genetic virologist, okay, telling you that the fingerprint says that it was man-made, which I believed anyways from the beginning, and nobody could convince me otherwise. Because, of course, this was interesting how it took off, but this is something that has to be worried about in future. This is the unfortunate side of the of technology. Okay, as there are many other flaws in technology because of the things that we have the capabilities of doing now. Okay, this is. The hacks and all the things that we have. And of course, that goes to the banning of cryptocurrencies that they continue to cry for. Okay. To stop the need for ransomware and all these other things. Look, one thing's got nothing to do with the other. I'm not a computer person, but I can tell you that one thing has got nothing to do with the other. And that's the biggest crock of crap of the daily news of trying to banish and get rid of Bitcoin. And of course, what better weekend to talk about the lawless cities, okay, that want to ban the police, okay, and big cities. And what are they going to do with the criminal element that's going to be there? Okay. It is tragic that we can be or have such ignorance in our political circles and with the people that are there, the people that live there, the voters. How could anybody? I don't care, if it's 1% of the police, 2%. Do you really want to be left to your own devices? Who do you want to take the bullet for you? This is a problem that we seem to forget. The police officers make virtually no money in the big scheme of life. Okay. But yet every single day they're out there putting their lives on the line for you. But yet you all want to ban them. And I'm not lumping everybody, but we know a number of states are talking about not funding the police anymore. We already know that California is talking about hiring a private group. Now, do you think private is going to be better than the police that are there? I don't think so. But in the meantime, what do you think you're going to do? I mean, this is no different than the start. And this all started with the sanctuary city garbage, okay, where criminals and illegals could go to, okay, without worry of being arrested or grabbed. So you tell me what you think, okay? I think that it's a crock, and I think it's got problems all written all over it. So I don't see how you're going to avoid any major problems, okay? And we can go from the battle zones, okay, to the Fed, and of course their want of destroying the dollar. Okay, they have been doing so since the inception of the Fed. Okay, so for over 100 years they've been destroying the dollar, which was the plan. And I urge any of you to read The Creature from Jekyll Island, which is where the Fed was created, if you want to have one person's view, okay, of what happens and what the Fed is doing. But interestingly enough, if you read that, many things that he wrote about have actually turned out to be factual later, okay? And the things that he said did come to pass. So again, it's just an interesting read. I'm not telling you that you have to believe it. I'm just saying that it makes sense for you to take a peek. And of course, we've got the Fed with their inflation, that is it speculation? And of course it's inflation. I was talking to a farmer on Friday, and we were talking about the cost of inflation, and he was telling me that his costs have over doubled his input. Okay. Well, so it's no wonder that restaurants now have to start hiking their prices now that they're not already expensive enough as it is. So you think that this is just going to magically go away when you continue to pound that there is no inflation? I mean, I don't think anybody really believes that. You'd have to be awfully naive to believe that we do not have inflation in this country anyways. Okay? You would have to be awfully naive to believe that. So if you do, well, God bless. But, if you believe the Fed about anything, I think you're making a pretty dramatic mistake to begin with. Okay? But thank God, 21 states have cut off the unemployment benefits. Okay? And hopefully there'll be more to follow. This total stimulus package is another piece of crap. Okay, that should not be. I mean, there are so many jobs available. If you didn't notice by the last jobs number, and God knows what this one will be coming up on Friday. But we know that, people have to go to work. You cannot pay them more to stay home. Okay. Then you can go to work. I mean, that does not make the economy nor the country run. It creates mayhem mayhem and chaos. Okay. So, you can look at all you want at these things, but at the end of the day, okay, the system is busted. Okay. And it'd be time to own up and be legitimate and real as to what we have and not continue down the bullshit path of lies. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horowitz here. And of course, we're going to step out here for a break, and we'll be back after the break as we also dedicate the show to our military. In the meantime, of course, we do have some sponsors for our show, and we've got a couple of brokerage partners. Now, we have many brokers, so we're just giving you what we believe to be the best and the ones that I personally use. Okay, and I use others, but most of my trading in the futures and commodity world is done through CTG Capital Trading Group. Why? Because they have tremendous customer service. They are on top of it. They execute every day at the same time. Okay, anytime we have a change. So they're handling all of my trading, okay, from our letter of direction. They take care of my business, okay, and I think they do a tremendous job. So they're the only approved or authorized vendor of our letter of direction trading. Furthermore, they've got some brand new great managed futures products as well. It's worth checking them out. Look, again, if you don't want to go there, there's no issue. We don't care. We're just giving you what we believe to be the best. Okay. In the meantime, you can reach out to them at info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And of course, our other brokerage partner, which is for equities and options, is the CTG Group. Now, Tradier. My apologies. Tradier. I mean, look, the easiest thing with Tradier is just to save $10 a month. Okay. Now, you may not think that's a big deal, but it saves me 5 figures a month. Okay. And even if you're not trading much, now you don't have to go to Tradier, but again, at $10 a month, why would you not want to? But we also do have their APIs, which allows us to automate our stuff. Now, again, that's not a requirement. It is part of your membership that you pay to sign up for. When you get the portfolio models, you are paying for the opportunity, if you want, to auto trade your account based on our recommendations. Now, you don't have to. Again, we don't require anybody to do whatever they don't want to. You can trade it anywhere you want. You will get the same information no matter how you do it. And of course, our partners at Family Farms, and wow, what a week for farmers, which we'll get to in our market report. So what a partner. And of course, our goals and methods are aligned in helping farmers defend their farms and their money as they're out there busy farming and making the money. And of course, can't wait for the July event. And our commodity report, Andy Hecht, what can I tell you? I mean, guy's got 40 years of trading like I do. Okay. He was on the other side. He was an investment side. Okay. But he also was traveling the world trading the physical commodities as well. He writes magnificently about these reports, about these products. And he's been pretty much spot on top of everything else. Tied in with our algorithms. Unbelievable. You got to check it out at Technomental. Okay, which is at BubbaTrading.com. And of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Meantime, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line. And of course, my markets reports. And we will get into the markets. Oh, welcome back. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, May the 30th. And of course, it is Memorial Day weekend. And once again, we want to salute our military, certainly the present, the veterans, but of course the families of those who we have lost. Because as I've said many, many times, without you, I couldn't do what I do. I thank you, and I always wish in the best. And you always have to take care of our people in uniform, okay, because they take care of us. In the meantime, so we've got markets that are, I don't know. I guess we're just going to new highs. I don't have anything to say about it other than they're going up. Okay, we are now once again long all the futures products. Okay, I mean, all of the equity futures, the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell, and the S&P. Now, again, does it mean we're going up? Well, we've been in pretty nasty consolidation. Okay. And of course, as I've said many, many times right here on these airwaves, is that consolidation is the toughest, most challenging thing to trade. It is the greatest time of uncertainty. It drives many traders into an insane asylum. Okay. In the meantime, it looks like we're getting ready to make new highs. Okay. So we'll see. We are long. So as you know, I always give you full disclosure of our positions. The metals, gold and silver, look phenomenal. It's interesting, and you're going to say, how can you say they look phenomenal? Because they didn't go up very much. Well, they're grinding higher, which is even more powerful. Typically huge moves in one direction or the other typically end that market. So this has been the stair step up, looks great. And of course, the world events, among many other things, inflation and what's going on could push the metals even higher. So we are still long gold and silver. We would be long platinum, except that it is not liquid, so we don't trade it anymore. Okay. Crude oil, another give up from our President Biden and their administration to let the criminals from Saudi Arabia take control. And of course, that's why oil has gone from 35 to almost 70. And it looks like it's going higher. We are still long. And as much as I hate it, but we're long. And you can continue to support. I mean, certainly we want to support the country, but certainly the policies are a joke. Okay. I mean, let's go out and pay double for what we can produce ourselves. And since we happen to be one of the greenest countries in the world and had been getting better at it each and every year, once again, they decide to make it happen overnight, which is impossible. In the meantime, okay, copper, we were long, we're short. It was miserable. Then it was a phenomenal trade. Now it was miserable again. And now we're going to reverse again tonight or tomorrow. That'll be up to you. But copper, we're going to go back to the long side of copper. Nat gas, okay, we are going to go back to the long side of nat gas as well. Okay, from being on the short side. And of course, the dollar continues to get pounded. Now, it does look like it has possibly found a bottom. So, we'll say, listen, we're short the dollars right now. And certainly think they're going lower, but certainly you see the pattern. It may have indeed found a bottom. And bonds and notes, okay, are higher, but you can see, as they call them, the bond vigilantes are going to push because they know the Fed is wrong as well. The Fed has never been right. Okay. So why would we think that this time is different? They're wrong. They're handling this crisis wrong. And it's going to be a problem. And, we're going to pay for it. That's the real problem. And that's the sadness in all this, is that we get stuck paying for it. Okay. And we take a look into the grain markets. Wow. What a wild palooza we saw in grains. I mean, they were up and down like a yo-yo. And of course, we were short. Okay. We're going to reverse soybeans. Okay. We're going to reverse corn. Okay. And we're not reversing wheat yet. So we're going to be short wheat, long corn, long beans. Okay. They had a wild week last week. And the meats, we're going to now short cattle and feeders and still stay long the hogs, which continue to outperform. Okay. The softs, okay, cotton, we're short. Sugar, we're going to reverse back to long. Coffee, we're long. Had a nice day on Friday. OJ, we're long. And cocoa, we're short. So, again, those are our positions. That's where we see it. And of course, in the Bitcoin, which we will eventually start to cover, we will start to put in our portfolios. They got cracked last week. But, you knew a sell-off was coming. On Friday, I did Liz Kleiman's show. Okay. And I said, look, she said to me, her comments were, well, when you were on last time, you liked it and it was at 50 and now it's at 35. I'd be losing money. I said, well, yeah, but you could have sold it at 65 before it went to 35. So look, we expected a sell-off. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes lower. Okay. But the micro contract is a dandy to trade. It's just not liquid enough yet to be officially out there. And of course, the CME is also going to bring out in July, which is a big boom, the micro crude oil. So that's pretty exciting. But market, look, it's going to be a quiet week. No markets tomorrow. They will be open electronically, so they will trade slightly. But, many will not even be open, but certainly the S&P, the financials will be. And, again, so it's going to be very tough. It's going to be a slow week, a lack of volatility, and that is always the case. Now, we don't know how it will react on Monday, tomorrow, but we're not really concerned because it doesn't really fit in. And when you look at a chart, Monday and Tuesday will be combined. But in the meantime, again, as I said, it looks like all-time high is coming. We love the cryptos, and there's others we like as well. We'll continue to cover more and more of those. In the meantime, we're going to step out here for a break and come back with my commentary after the break. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, May the 30th. And of course, it is Memorial Day weekend, and we're thinking about our military, as we always do, but extra special on this weekend. In the meantime, don't forget about our brokerage partners. We have two. Now, I've got other brokers. I've got many brokers. But the ones I prefer for commodities and futures, CTG Group, they do a phenomenal job. That's all I can tell you. Got great customer service. They do their orders on time, same time, every day. Okay, you can count on them. They got all my accounts. That's how much I feel that they're doing a good job. Okay, they're the only ones who are authorized to do my letter of direction trading. So again, but you can trade anywhere you want, but we prefer CTG, and they've got some great new managed futures products as well. Check them out if you want at info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And of course, our other brokerage partner, which is phenomenal as well, which is Tradier. At $10 a month. It's the same markets, it's the same stuff. What do you think you're getting for more? So why pay more? Okay. I save over 5 figures a month by using Tradier. Okay. Now, again, you can use or not, but again, the other benefit of Tradier is we do have their APIs, and we've been able to automate our hedging and our equity portfolio models. Again, you can trade those wherever you want. The signals are the same. You get them. But if you'd like to have them automated, then certainly Tradier is the place to be. And we will have one more broker this year, okay, that we'll be bringing on for the automation. But you don't pay for it. It's free. It's part of your membership. So in the meantime, our commodity report, Andy Hecht, unbelievable. Again, I tell you all the time, I don't need to BS you. Okay, check it out. Technomental at BubbaTrain.com, and our partnership with Family Farms. They're such a great group. And again, we're aligned in how we want to help and protect farmers. That's the only reason I got into the business in the farming side of it in the beginning with, was because I got tired of watching farmers get screwed. Okay? Because, they're easy prey for some of the slick brokers. And of course, don't forget about our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. In the meantime, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line and, of course, my commentary. Welcome back. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horwitz. Of course, every week I give you a little bit of my commentary, a little bit of my opinion, and I've got a little bit of extra today. I will go first, though, with President Biden and all of his lies. Okay, look, they just came out with a potential new budget, which there is no way that they can pay for that budget. Okay, it is a mathematical impossibility. You would have to have the biggest Ponzi scheme in the world to even attempt to pay. Oh, we do have that. To even attempt to pay there. Why would you stand up in front of an audience and lie that you can finance it out through a growing economy? The numbers are so big. There is no way that they're ever going to be able to finance this budget. And if they pass it, shame on the government, whoever votes. I don't care. We know some are going to vote for it no matter what. But it is a joke. And of course, he is so lost. Obviously, I'm not necessarily saying he is the liar. He's delivering the message, but I don't think he knows where he is half the time. So you can take that for what it's worth. But there is no way that they can finance that budget through a growing economy. I don't care. You already see the problems that are here. So it ain't no way there's going to be any financing of any budget. But the more important message for today is our military. Okay. And again, I want to thank all of you for serving now, for those who've served in the past, but more importantly, the families of fallen heroes because you guys are my heroes. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't be here talking the way that I talk. I couldn't have the career that I have. We couldn't have the freedom we have if it wasn't for you. And you should always be treated special, but I know it is a special weekend holiday for the fallen heroes. And just remember, okay, never forget, okay, honor those who gave their lives for you. This is Bubba's Bottom Line, Todd Bubba Horwitz. And of course, we always thank you for viewing. And we'll see you back here, well, Tuesday with a Bubba's Daily Update, but of course, next Sunday with the first Bubba's Bottom Line of June. I can't say it's June already. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the holiday. And once again, veterans, military, all of you, I salute you. I thank you.